Welcome back, Stinkers. Our first comic book movie of 2026 has hit theaters, Supergirl. Now, it is no secret that this movie has hit some harsh reviews. Can the DCU overcome this hurdle? Well, today I'm going to give you my thoughts on the film to maybe help you form yours. Now, despite the mixed to negative reviews, no matter what, I think you should give this movie a shot. There are many people out there that are calling this a hurdle, the doom of the DCU. Oh, the DCU is over. Wah. Guys, this is only the second movie of the DCU. I think DC is in a perfectly fine place. Now, if Lanterns, Clayface, or any other non-James Gunn project gets received like we're seeing Supergirl, then that's a different conversation. Now, I understand that it's a different time, but the early MCU movies haven't been all that well received either. The MCU is able to get through movies like Incredible Hulk or Iron Man 2 just fine. I think the DCU will certainly be able to get through this. And if this is the worst that they put out, then we're looking good. Now, with all that being said, I thought this movie was great. Certainly not as good as Superman, but that was to be expected. The only place that left me a little disappointed, like everybody else, was how it deviated from the comic book that it's based on. When the movie was about to delve into the deeper parts of these characters, and I started to feel some emotion, but I just wanted more. It could have gone the extra mile for me. It felt like they just brushed over it. There was a really good line in the trailers. eh, So, in reference to Superman, Supergirl says that he sees the good in everybody and she sees the truth. Everybody was raving about that line, including me. Great line. In the movie, within the context of the movie, it didn't hit as well. In fact, it almost didn't hit at all. So in those kinds of moments, there's like basic writing mistakes that you'll see with a first time screenwriter. I think the writing should have been a lot better. While the film has some of those weaker moments, I still thought there was a lot of great things that I took away from this film. The Krypton flashbacks were the obviously the best written parts of the movie. The emotional parts I thought hit decently well for me, in the sci-fi world building of Krypton I thought to be really cool and interesting. My point being, there were a lot of great pieces there. It just needed a little help to be better put together. The writer of the film, Ana Guerra, has a very thin resume before this, and it kind of started to show. I think her work is only up from here. And I think that this will be a scenario where she, James Gunn, or everyone else that worked on this film may learn and do better next time. Now she's set to write the upcoming Wonder Woman movie for the DCU. Now, will that still be happening? I'm not 100% sure. If James Gunn can maybe keep that eye on the ball a little better and maybe help her through it more, then I think she could stay. And like if James Gunn obviously sees improvement, I think she could still be attached. Now, across all of these mixed and negative reviews, the through line has been the performances. The DCU hasn't had a bad casting yet. They've cooked every time. Millie Alcock was phenomenal as Supergirl. From the Krypton flashbacks to her journey with Ruthie to her growing into the role of Supergirl, I ate it all up. This movie made me believe that Millie as Supergirl may be up there in the S tier with her cousin Superman. She was absolutely amazing. Speaking of her cousin, Superman, he is just a goat. David Cornsweet as Superman is just one of the greatest things ever to happen to DC. He kind of ties into Kara's Krypton origins, which is the only sort of real investment you might see in this movie. Now, you also can't forget about the main man, Lobo. Jason Momoa is made for this role. We've always known that. It's no surprise how great he is. He's perfectly meets expectations. He doesn't exceed them. But that's only because we were expecting it for so long. So I mean, it's perfectly okay. That it's a good thing. If they give Lobo that R-rated movie, like Momoa has been campaigning for. I would be really excited to see that. But I also think I need to see more of him, like, whether it's in his own movie or in someone else's project. I think he should have more depth to his character because he didn't have a lot in Supergirl. Now, I'd also like to give an honorable mention to Ruthie. She was also great. I thought she was a fun and endearing enough character to have included in this movie. The only character I wasn't a fan of at all was the main antagonist, Krem of the Yellow Hills. She's already uninteresting and dull in the original comic book, and he might be even worse in this movie. He really just was a one note, so whatever kind of villain. There was like one moment with him that I really liked, but at the end of the day, I thought most of the ongoing feud between Kara and Ruthie going after Krem was average. So at the end of the day, I just needed to know more of the why. Why are we here? Why are we doing this? The script just needed more beefing up. That's it. That's where the problem lies. However, this might just be my guilty pleasure because I still thought it was great with a lot of great things to it. It's just that some of those great things started to fall through the cracks a bit. And now that I think about it, the movie was just a little underdeveloped. That's why I didn't think it reached that amazing level like it deserved. So while it might sound like I had big problems with the movie, I'm still going to give Supergirl an 8 out of 10. The score may lower over time. I don't know, but for now I'm going to defend my score for having such a great time with this movie. And that is going to do it for my review of Supergirl. Did you like the film? It doesn't seem like everybody is really liking it like I am, but I don't think that should discourage you from seeing it yourself and forming your own opinion. All of this criticism will just make the DCU better, so no need to worry. We're only 2 movies in. So until next time, stinkers, bye bye.